Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Chasing the Frame vlogcast for November 2020.
Yes, November 2020.
And we got a lot to talk about, man. Like, a lot to talk about.
We do, but first I have to say, Pro Wolf by Bear shirts are out now.
Thank you, John. No, but Producer Bear is definitely... We're going to say that for now on. Producer Bear.
Producer Bear. Bear is our producer. Thanks to Edgar and Adriel when we did that home episode. I think Edgar pointed out Bear as Bear not liking what he said, I think, and then we just called it Producer Bear from there.
Yeah. Producer Bear. Bear. So we are back for another episode.
Inside this time, by the way.
Yes, we are not outside this time, and we are pretty much just, chilling, doing things.
Yeah.
How have you been, man?
I've been good.
What was that snort?
It was just a snort. But as you see, we actually have this all set up. It's finally finished. All the movies are alphabetized. You can see this alphabetized.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, you got it.
But thankfully, Mark finally bought back my movies that I've been waiting for like a year plus.
Yep. So you guys have been wondering for a while if I was going to ever return his stuff.
And he finally did.
Yeah.
And they're the movies I've been wanting to watch for like the longest time again. Like, yeah, I literally gave him these movies in March of 2019.
Okay. Was it that?
Yeah. Because it was Kaufman's birthday. We were both drunk.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I gave you these movies. Literally, it's over a year.
I watched 4 movies, okay? You got to give me some credit.
I gave you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 movies. And you had this for almost 2 years. You could have did a movie a month. Actually, yeah, you could have did a movie a month.
You done?
Yeah, I am done.
Okay.
I'm finito.
Finito. Okay, so we finally did it. I finally did it.
Yeah.
I returned his movies. End of story. We all know that he's been talking about it in some episodes.
Yeah, but luckily enough, they're all pre-recorded, so technically we haven't talked about them in a while.
Yeah, true. But if you guys wanted to know, this is finito. It's done. It's been returned. So
For shizzle.
Mystery has been solved.
The mystery is solved in the chess box.
In the chess box.
So
okay.
what's going on, Mark? Tell me what's going on with you.
Oh man, today as in Sunday,
yeah.
It's been crazy. Dude, it's windy and it's cold.
Yeah. It's going to be like 56 degrees tomorrow.
Yeah. So if you guys don't know, we're here in Vegas.
I think a lot of people know that, actually, weirdly enough.
Okay, well, I just want to reiterate, if you're new to this whole podcast game right now, we live in Vegas, basically, and it's kind of weird for it to be this windy.
Yeah.
And cold.
I think I saw something saying an Arctic blast of Arctic chill or something like that was supposed to come.
Blast.
Yeah, something like that. But like, it's gonna be 56. I think a high end tomorrow or some shit like that.
Okay.
And I work at 4 a.m. It's gonna be cold as fuck tomorrow.
Oh yeah, that does
and this
not
is
sound
talking
fun.
about Monday. Yeah, I have to like go after this thing. I'm gonna have to go to my car to get my fucking batteries, charge them, and then get my heavy coat too, and like bring it inside. And I'm gonna wear a heavy coat tomorrow. I know that for a fact. It's gonna be ridiculous.
It's like those huge ones.
Yeah,
it looks like a trench coat.
No, it's a heavy like ski jacket or something like that. I got it like at Old Navy. Like
whoa, what? I haven't heard that name in a while.
Bro, Old Navy's got some good shit. But I got that like 3 or 4 years ago, and I got it like for like 50% off.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, cool. For $70, I got it for 45.
Yeah. Can't beat
that.
Wait,
30, whatever math is. I can't do math.
Can't math right now.
Can't math right now. Sorry.
All right. Before we start this episode, though, going back, let us do some housekeeping.
John? So we have to thank Artlist.io, an inspiring music platform for people, filmmakers, content creatives. I'm doing this off the cuff. Finally, I'm gonna try. Artlist.io has a bunch of music, thousands of songs a day, unlimited downloads, and if you sign up today, in our description below, which I want someone to finally do that because you need to understand how awesome Artlist.io is.
It's great.
You get a year plus 2 extra free months in that. And I'm not going to lie, it's a fucking pain in the ass to find music, like for projects. Artlist has everything you need. It has moods, genres, tempo, like you name
dude, it
phenomenal.
helped a lot of like my films, for instance, like for anything that's worked on like anything promotional based.
Yeah,
like whenever we have like edits and stuff like that, like there's a short film I'm making that I'm using some of like say the orchestral type of like mood sets for a romance, because I want to do a romance.
Yeah.
But it sounds great. I showed it to some people, and I'm excited to use it. So, dude, Artlist is great.
Yeah,
if you guys can just try it out.
Secondly, I don't know if anyone knows this, but we have merchandise at teespring.com/store/chasing-the-frame, where you get this t-shirt right here, the Proof by Bear. And then you can also get hashtag Frame Chaser shirts. Also, we have hashtag Frame Chaser cloth mask for $10. We are in a COVID America, so let's get to it, guys. If you're on set, you can rock those Frame Chaser masks, and guess what? People know that you're chasing the frame. Boom. Third, let's talk about this. PayPal.me/CTF podcast. You can do that one-time donation fee. And guess what? You get all the stuff that you get wonderfully. Then 2, Patreon, $5 a month. You get everything before it comes out.
Yeah, that includes our videos as well.
Yes, which we are doing a hell of a mega push for next. Well, yeah, I've been saying on the podcast because I've been recording stuff lately, like because I start re-recording out all the podcasts again. So I've been saying like, oh yeah, we're doing a mega push now for 2021, and I'm like, oh yeah, we're not in 2021. I'm like, my brain has to readjust right now. But we are doing a mega push. If you're listening to this right now, we're doing a mega push in 2021. We're gonna push out a lot more video content. A lot of the stuff we did last year, we have to edit that, a lot of that stuff. But a lot of the stuff that we're doing now, I'm working on those edits. So I'm trying to be ahead of the game.
Right.
So those will be on like Patreon sooner rather than later, hopefully.
Right.
So there's that. And then also in the description, we have our wonderful cryptocurrency trust wallet where you can just donate whatever cryptocurrency that you see fit for us. And we put that cryptocurrency wallet, by the way, to our funds for the projects we want to do in this podcast. Now, y'all don't know this, but we have a lot of things we want to do. And we always say that. We have new shows, new ideas, new everything that we've really been talking about. And like, there's a lot of things that we want to do in the future that we need your help.
Yes.
And we can't do it without the love and support of our Frame Chasers. And we're growing, guys, which is awesome.
I don't know how to grow, so.
Well, you're stuck like that forever.
Okay.
Also, fun fact, we are at, because we were having that contest too, by the way. I don't know. Let me just point that contest out. Oh, wait.
Yeah,
also,
because it was off the home episode when we were, so if you guys don't remember, but John just released an episode with Edgar
and Adriel.
Yeah, Edgar and Adriel about the home movie that they just released. By the way, go check it out, guys.
Yes, check it out.
Yeah, it'll be in the link in the description.
It was $4, I believe.
Yeah, it's $4.99. It's $4.99, and basically it's not the festival cut that we saw.
Yeah,
it's the
final cut. Yeah,
it's the final
we haven't watched it yet, so I apologize, guys, if you are listening. We haven't had a chance to do that yet. A little busy. We'll probably check that out with the next couple weeks.
And we have an idea for that too.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, Edgar and Adriel,
Mark needs to clarify some things.
Yeah, so I will. There is some things that John didn't explain about, like, because I'm very analytical, and I do a lot of like technical aspects of like explaining things. I will bring out why I give it a 5. I know that it seems harsh, guys, but I will let you know why, and we'll watch the final cut so that we can see if there's any changes to it, and I'll mention that as well.
And we should definitely try to do that for December vlogcast. So we'll try to get it up not in next month's vlogcast at the end of the month. So
we're still working on
we're going to try to do that. Also, guys, like the Facebook page, please, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel because obviously, like we said, there's going to be content called video on there. Boom shakalaka. Also, one more thing. I did mention, we talked about on the home episode, the contest. So I'm going to clarify this contest.
Yeah.
So this contest is, y'all have to guess what our total listens are going to be by the end of the year. So I'm giving you what the number is right now.
Oh boy.
And this contest literally ends at 11:59, December 31st, 2020.
Yeah, that's only because our first episode ever was on January 1st.
Yes.
2020.
So this contest ends December 31st, 11:59 p.m. And the contest is guessing our total amount of listens for our first year. So right now, the number stands today, looking at it on Anchor.fm on our site, 1,774. So, if anyone guessed lower than that, I'm sorry, you're out of the competition. But you have some more chances, so you have till the 31st. So who's ever the closest, this is kind of like that fucking Price is Right shit. Who's ever the closest or exactly on there,
Right.
you're going to win 3 t-shirts. Tell me the size. We'll buy you the t-shirts ourselves, and we'll give you the mask as well. So you're getting the Proof by Bear, you're getting the hashtag Frame Chaser, and I think you're either going to get the Filmmaking is My Mistress or the Holy Moly shirt.
Holy moly.
And Holy Moly. So, and on top of that, like I said, the hashtag Frame Chaser cloth mask for COVID America. So guys, please get on that contest. We want to give you free shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And we should talk about this right now. Our live show we want to pull off for our 1 year anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
Mark,
are we still doing that?
We're still going to try. We're going to try to pull it off.
Oh, okay. If anything, like, since it's going to be a new year,
Yeah.
We are going to drink. We're going to have fun with you guys. You can virtually drink with us if you want to. It's going to be fun.
Yes, that's January. When do we?
It's going to be a little bit after New Year's.
It's technically
yeah.
after our 1 year episode because our 1 year episode's technically on the 1st, and the 1st is on like a odd, weird day.
Yeah, and it's just also because like you guys are probably going to have fun somewhere else, and we
No
don't
one
want to
would
bug
watch.
that. Yeah,
No one would watch.
Yeah, we don't want to bug. We don't
Yeah.
want to bug you guys either, and that's the thing. Like, just have like a secondary celebration with us.
Exactly.
You know? Because it's 1 year of chasing
1
the
year
frame.
of CTF, dog. 1 year of CTF. So that's all I have to say about the housekeeping. Let's move on.
Mm-hmm. On to news, real quick. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So in this quiz, you know what? You got something for us though.
What do I have?
You want to bring it out? You want to bring it out? Our special.
So because we talk too much, Mark decided to buy a timer. So we have 30 minutes to talk about each topic or thingamabobber. I don't know how we're still figuring this out.
Yeah. So to start this off, news.
Go ahead.
Can you guys see that? Probably can't.
I think you can see on the wide probably.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's a timer there.
Yeah.
Hourglass. All right. So first off, the biggest one of the I would say this is a pretty surprise. Well, it's not really surprising. You kind of called this, but
I did call it. See?
Yeah.
I call shit and I get it right half the time.
So if you guys don't know, Quibi is shutting down after barely, get this, 6 months of going live.
Yeah, I knew Quibi from the beginning was like kind of a waste because
Well, let's talk about like what Quibi is.
Yeah.
Because there's probably some people that still don't know what it is, and it was kind of
people.
yeah. So Quibi was a mobile platform that is kind of like Netflix, Hulu,
all those.
Amazon, all of that. Is basically on-demand shows and its own original shows that were all in vertical.
Yeah.
Through the phone.
Well, and also you can actually watch it horizontally too as well, and they fixed it for that. I believe.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe saw something that someone was doing that where you had to do like Quibi as vertical, and you can do it horizontally as well too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, regardless of that, they had some shows. There was a few interesting ones. You know, they had Punk'd on there, a new version of Punk'd. Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
The only thing
without
I saw,
Ashton Kutcher.
the only thing I saw was that I think it was it the Anna Kendrick sex doll one? Was that on there? Or was that like on HBO?
I don't remember.
Yeah, go.
To be honest, I looked at my Quibi when I first got it.
Yeah.
I looked at it for like maybe 3 days, and
Yeah.
I was like, I'll get to these eventually.
The only ones that got me excited was the Dane DeHaan one and the Liam Hemsworth one.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Those two, like,
I saw that on
Yeah.
the page and all that, but I
Yeah.
was like,
Well,
I don't know.
I think like Quibi didn't get me really excited, to be honest.
It didn't have quality shows that get you excited.
I
That's
mean,
why.
it sucks though that half these I don't know what's going to happen to these shows. I hope they go on Netflix or Hulu or something like that.
I mean, they're considered properties that can be sold.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
But the problem is too, you only have 10 minutes shit, and no one's gonna like.
I mean,
anyone gonna buy
I
that?
still think that's an interesting concept on its own, though.
I mean, but the thing is, I think I sent you an article also where, excuse me, it was saying it's been a while since I sent you this article, but it said about how people were viewing content. They want longer form content. They didn't like really watch. Like,
I don't know. There's two different demographics about that. Like that's just one article because other articles I've seen say that our attention span is based on 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, I think there is a market for this kind of like content.
Yeah,
I do believe there is. It's just that it's not everybody, but it's going to. There's still a large mass of people though.
I think also too, like I don't know if it had like the capabilities to do Chromecast. Were you able to Chromecast the shit on there?
I never tried it.
Oh, but you could. Could you?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? Because I was going to say,
like I said, I've only looked at it 3 times.
Yeah.
And I didn't really watch anything on it.
Yeah.
And I had the subscription, and I was like,
Yeah.
I just didn't feel invested in trying to.
I understand.
Yeah.
I think, too, there's so much fucking shit nowadays that people
it's
like.
hard.
It's hard. But also, like, if there wasn't no Chromecast or AirPlay option to use that, I feel like that would be a huge loss in that regard. Because at the same time, like, personally, I've done a lot of things now on the TV where I just Chromecast to the TV.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Because,
you know what I mean?
Because it markets itself as a mobile platform. Like it's just on your phone, and sometimes we like to see. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Oh man, I should have tried that.
Yeah, you should have. Yeah. But, well, whatever.
It's going away anyway. So
$2 billion lost though.
Yeah. Getting back to the news. It's 5 to 10 minutes apparently. So the streaming service, which served up shows in 5 to 10 minute chapters, formatted to fit a smartphone.
A Quibi.
Yeah, a Quibi screen. It has been plagued with problems since April debut, facing lower than expected viewership and lawsuits from a well-capitalized foe.
Ooh, who that? Well, they say who that foe is. Disney, probably. Does it say it? Are you like you're smiling right now?
I'm trying to look this up.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like giving me like the old sly eyes. Like I know what the fucking answer is, man. I'm not gonna tell you.
Hedge Fund Elliott Management Corp.
Interesting. I wonder who they own. Well, it's a hedge fund.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. Let's move on about that. I'm gonna feel dumb if we don't know anything.
Yeah. But according to I'm off of WSG, the Wall Street Journal, basically reading this. Apparently they decided to shut it down in an effort to return as much capital to investors as possible instead of trying to prolong the life of the company and risk losing more money, according to the people familiar with the matter. Employees will be laid off and will be paid a severance, the people said, and Quibi will explore selling the rights to some of its content to other media and technology companies. That was the answer to your question.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so... so this could be the end of this. This is definitely the end of Quibi. Like I said, for me when I did it, I only looked at it 3 times. Didn't really invest in actually watching anything. Yeah, it didn't seem appealing. Yeah, it's cool. Okay, so the format of it looked cool.
Yeah.
I won't lie, but it's like
you know what too. The problem is with that too, Quibi. If I may add to it as well. Is let's look at Netflix real quick, right? Netflix didn't start with original content.
That's right. They had their own stuff they had stuff that already existed. Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem right there. If Quibi can't what would work in a sense if it was maybe 5 to 15 minute episodes. What you could do is let's say buy the rights of old cartoons, right?
Okay.
Let's say Rugrats, because there's always 2 episodes in a Rugrats 30-minute show, right?
Right. Yeah.
So it'd be
they do chapters, right?
It's you just do a chapter, the first episode's this one, and then the second episode would be the second one in that same half-hour block.
Right. Yeah.
So then at least you know what I mean. Then you have these things. They should have did it that way. But there's no other shows that are really 5 to 10 minutes in a sense, unless you're looking at people's YouTube shit and buying those content up. But again, it's a whole slew of things. You know what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying. And like I said, but Quibi it wasn't appealing in any way anyway. No. So moving on from there though.
Moving on.
Yeah. So nope. So big one.
Yep.
ProRes RAW is supported with Premiere and After Effects now.
Woo woo!
Yeah, that's a big thing.
Big thing.
That took a while though, compared to other ones. I think because I believe Final Cut Pro had it for a few. It was the first one to have it.
Yeah.
Then DaVinci started getting it, and then other programs started getting it. Premiere was one of the only ones that didn't have it, any Adobe product.
Weird.
Yeah. So it's finally supported now. So we're gonna see more Now we're going to see more workflows under it, I think.
Well, I think also ProRes RAW still needs to be implemented into a lot more cameras still. I think that's always my argument against with ProRes RAW.
Yeah,
too.
but I'm starting to see it more commonly
well, that's
now.
good because like I mean like seriously though, like there's cameras like
well, let me put this out there.
Yeah.
There's about 6 cameras that were already released and announced over the past few months that have it.
Okay.
So I'll say this, and all the Z cams have it now. And then there's a lot of cameras now.
Wasn't the this is what I'm trying to get at too. Like the C300 Mark II has ProRes RAW, I believe, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. As like one of the first cameras to have it.
But like at the same time, why aren't they implemented in the C300 Mark III and the C300 500
because
Mark
they
II?
have their own RAW.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's a flexible codec in the sense like you wouldn't do either
There could
or.
be a firmware update.
That could be. Who knows? I mean, but at the same time, like again.
I don't know. I still counteract you by saying
you're right. I mean,
there's a shit ton of prosumer cameras now that have it for sure.
I want to see. I mean, I just want to see more. I just want to see like even if you have
there's
raw,
a lot now.
Even if you have a raw workflow, like I think I'm specifically talking about Canon here. Like if Canon has a raw like
but we can't just
look
look at just Canon.
Well, that's true, but like I mean, ProRes RAW on the FX9. I don't think ProRes RAW is FX9 have ProRes RAW now. No. But see, like that.
But the FS7 and
the
FS5
FS7, yeah, those do. But I'd rather see the FX.
But that just proves that. But because FX9 has its own way of doing RAW. That's why
it's getting 12-bit RAW now. Apparently.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that's the thing. It depends on the camera because if it already has RAW or not.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of cameras that do not have their own type of RAW in it. But they have capabilities of doing RAW because of ProRes RAW.
Okay.
So there's more. There's going to be more workflows because there's more people that can afford that kind of stuff.
Gotcha.
That's why I think that there's going to be more ProRes RAW workflows than we think.
Well, hopefully we see that soon because I'd like to see some more videos about that. Actually,
yeah.
Personally.
So going back to the actual thing about it. They basically announced it. So they go, the ProRes RAW wait is over. Plus, NVIDIA and AMD GPUs receive encoding for H.264 and H.265.
Oh, that's a plus, right?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That means that, so officially Premiere and After Effects is able to do workflows in that category too.
So now we can export H.265, you're saying?
Yeah. That's crazy.
Shit.
So there's more flexibility now.
Huh. Good thing. But Premiere keeps crashing lately.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I'm not digging Adobe stuff.
I'm not right now. My stocks, like, I'm about to sell my stock on Adobe.
Yeah.
Like, I was literally, like, I was so pissed today. I was
this might be my last year of being on Adobe.
Like, I was like literally so upset today about this whole fucking. I was editing newer episodes, letting everyone know this now on Premiere, and Premiere was acting so buggy, like I couldn't edit at all. And I have a fast fucking computer, and I reset my preferences. I also deleted my media cache. Nothing of that helped, and I'm editing off the SSD as well, just to throw this out there.
Which is great. We found out it's freaking amazing.
It's freaking amazing, but at the same time, I'm trying to edit, and it just lags.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my god, Mark, I want Mark to make this my fucking computer a Hackintosh. Like, I was like literally like just curling.
No, it's just Premiere. It's honestly
Premiere then.
Yeah. And that's the thing, guys. Like, I don't know what we're gonna move to.
But the thing that I'm saying, if I made a Hackintosh, at least I have Premiere and Final Cut though. That's like the.
Yeah, but I mean, here's the thing. Like for me, personally, I could see why people are moving. Away from Adobe, and I've been saying this for a while now that I see a lot of people moving and they haven't gotten back to Premiere, and I've seen a lot of people talk crap about Adobe lately, like crazy. Like I've been seeing it everywhere, and I don't think they're the company that they were like a few years ago. I think they're losing it.
I think since they went to the cloud software, it's been an issue. It's
dwindling
down. Like,
I agree.
Someone comment. I don't know if you saw that comment on my Facebook. My friend Joe. He commented about that. Like ever since they like got rid of the CDs, he said like people they don't have people own their own software.
Right. Yeah. So. And I don't know. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, sorry.
Yeah.
That's wrong English.
Who English is?
Who English is, right? But for me, I think I'm gonna move. I might go to Resolve. Everybody's talking crazy about Resolve.
Yeah.
So I mean, like everybody's really vouching for Resolve. I already do Resolve with color, and if anything. I don't know about you if you want to do it too. It's just because if I'm already using color for Resolve and getting the best color workflow off of that, I don't know if that would be a great integration.
I'd rather use it for multicam purposes and shit like that too. So that's why I'm like the Hackintosh method sounds better though.
No, I don't think so. Hackintosh is ridiculously too many problems. It's even worse. Yeah.
All right.
So that's why I'm saying I think we might. I think we should go to Resolve just because it's all in the box, all one program.
I still don't like Resolve though.
No, they actually improved it a lot apparently, like crazy. It's almost close to Premiere's workflow.
I had to think about there's so many things in Premiere that we.
But you haven't really tried it though.
I know, but at the same time, there's so many things in the suite that we need, in a sense.
Not necessarily. Not from what I heard.
Not from what you heard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to try it first.
All right,
don't knock it until you.
Okay,
try
I'll
it.
try. I'll try on the next episode.
Because you're gonna anger a lot of people if they're like gonna tell you.
I don't give a fuck. I don't know. I mean, it's my life. I don't care. It's how I do things. I was thinking about doing Avid too. Like,
Well, we'll see. The difference between Avid and Resolve.
Because Avid for me is like $23 a month, which is like not
only
bad.
problem I would say about Avid.
Yeah.
Now before we move on, the only problem I would see about Avid, nobody really uses it, and if we work with other people,
that is a problem. But at the same time, it's also that industry standard still.
Yeah, but like the amount of people that we work with, though.
That's true. I mean, but at the same time, we'd be those guys who are like, oh shit, people want to work with us.
But I will say this right now, as a demographic and as the statistical matters, I see more people with Resolve now.
Well, whatever.
I think it's because it's more available and open
and free.
Yeah, and free. I think that's the reason.
That is the reason.
So it looks like we might have to go to Resolve, but we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, shit. I got $30 a month for this thing, and I have all the apps, so I don't really.
Yeah, but I think in a year I might change.
Yeah, I mean, I might pull off another year, see what up, and then I still have Resolve. Technically, it's free. So yeah, go on to the next news.
Oh yeah, so next one would be Panasonic released their new cinema camera, their new entry-level cinema camera, the BGH1, which looks like a Z cam.
Yeah, it totally looks like a Z cam, and it's micro four thirds.
Yeah, let me get to specs real quick. So it is a it's a live MOS sensor with their Venus engine is what they call it.
Okay.
It is capable of 4K 10-bit recording up to 60 frames.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It is a micro four thirds camera.
Yeah. Wow.
Sensor.
Who gives a fuck about micro four thirds? Well, let me ask you this: what's the price?
Well,
tell me the price, and I'll tell you my rebuttal.
It's $2,000.
$2,000. How much is the Zcam M4?
It's that's a micro four thirds camera.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, comparably to that camera, it's like $500 less.
No. Oh, the M4, the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
It is. It's $1,500. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, okay.
And it's just as good.
The M4. Okay, the Zcam E2 M4, right?
Yeah.
So it's the newest Zcam camera that's just like the E2. The only difference is that they don't have that multicam unit, and it has a metal construction compared to the other one. That might be it's just good for broadcasting though.
The M4,
the E2, the regular E2.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just give the specs real quick
Yeah,
before we decide on what we should say.
Sorry.
The BGH1 uses 420. It has 420 10-bit in cinema 4K, which is higher than regular 4K.
Yeah.
4K in 60 frames.
Mm-hmm.
Is
that 420, right?
Yeah, 420 10-bit in cinema 4K.
Yeah.
The 422 on 4K. In 60 frames. That's pretty cool.
So 420. Okay, so cinema. What was it again? Cinema what?
Cinema 4K.
Yeah,
you know that.
Cinema
4096 by 2160.
So the Cinema 4K has 10-bit 420.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is weird.
And then the 60 frames 4K
is 422 10-bit.
42. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I just want to make sure I was getting that right.
But it has 13 stops of dynamic range. It has Vlog Lite. Okay. But it has 13 stops. That's not bad.
Not bad
for a dynamic range.
Not bad.
It can output 4K 222 222 on 10-bit as well. Through HDMI through a clean output. Of course, everything does that at this point. It could do up to full HD 240 frames.
Wow.
That's actually one up.
good.
That's one up
Yeah.
over the other one.
It will have probably ProRes RAW.
It possibly can, yes.
I'm gonna put my money on it. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put some money on down. ProRes RAW
Yeah, it definitely will have.
in the next
I think it will.
few months. I'm not saying right away. It might be like, let's say 6 months.
Right. It does have Wi-Fi
Okay.
and Bluetooth.
Okay.
That's interesting. It has dual native ISO.
ISO. Interesting.
Up to 51,200. Reduces noise up to that. That's interesting. That's actually not bad. The more I'm hearing about this now, the more I'm reading about this, it's not bad.
It's not bad, but I mean, seriously.
It's okay. Here's the aim.
Yeah.
They actually have an aim for it.
An aim.
Who they're aiming for.
Oh, okay.
Wow, what a throwback!
Right? I went for it.
Yeah, I know. So it's aiming towards broadcasters and live streamers. Oh, I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see
I'd
that. That's
rather-
a high quality. That's actually better. No, I'm going to say this right now. That's better than the E2 so far.
I mean, but I'd rather have see, this is the thing. I'd rather have it non-micro four thirds though.
Here's the thing. That 13 stops already beats the E2.
Well, wasn't the E2 12?
10.
10? That's like a DSLR actually.
Yeah.
The regular E2, not the M4
Yeah,
E2.
yeah.
What's the M4?
M4 is the same.
10 M4 is 10? Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
Yeah, that already beats it. I'm going to
Okay.
say that. 13 stops. Dual native ISO.
Yeah, that beats it too.
4K 422 10-bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of micro four thirds, and I've
but it's already looking more. It looks.
I mean, it looks promising,
It's better
but-
than the E2. I'll
But
say
you
that
know what?
now.
The cool thing about the M4 is, if we're gonna compare real quick apples and oranges and stuff like that, like the M4, you can change your mount still. You can change it to an EF if you want to.
Yeah, but you can also do that with this.
You can.
With a speed booster.
Well, speed booster, but you can actually literally change the fucking mount.
Yeah, but you have to buy that
Yeah.
still. So it's still
yeah.
You're going against that then.
Oh yeah.
So either way, it's still the same thing.
True. Good point.
So honestly, this camera's better. I already can
Here's
see
a
it.
question: are you gonna get it, Mark?
You know what? For this,
Mm-hmm.
for broadcasting, for streaming,
Mm-hmm.
that's not a bad camera to have for streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're trying to do a live setup and stuff like that.
I wonder if it's made for game. I wonder if a lot of gamers will buy it.
No, you know why? There is a Sony camera that's because I'm thinking about getting this myself because I'm doing like my own gaming channel.
yeah.
You know this. I've been
Yeah.
live streaming
Yeah,
lately.
I saw it.
So there's that new JV1
Okay.
from Sony that
Yeah.
that selfie based camera.
Oh yeah.
The flip out that's like a point and shoot.
Yeah.
That one's super light. It's not 4210-bit. It's not 42210-bit.
Yeah,
so
but
it's not.
I mean, but you're just using.
You
it for
don't.
streaming.
Yeah, if you're just using it for streaming, that thing has log though,
Yeah.
and it's small. It has a wide, no joke, an 18 millimeter
Wow.
range.
Lens, yeah.
It's new color science. The
Mhm.
Sony color
Yeah.
science is as good as Canon's.
Yeah.
I would go for that one more.
Well, I mean, a lot of the things you're pointing out too aren't going to be for streaming, and I mean,
For all of this stuff that you're saying for the Panasonic.
no, I was talking about the Sony real quick. Like,
no, that's. But I mean, it's more
Oh,
portable.
yeah, that's true too. I'm sorry, I was like thinking
It's
personal use.
smaller.
Yeah,
It's smaller.
Yeah.
It already has its own
Yeah.
millimeter range that's wide
yeah,
enough.
that makes sense, and it's also got that fast
And it has
autofocus, right?
log,
Yeah.
and you could put your own LUTs in there
Yeah.
for Sony.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and its log and its color science is
Yeah.
already as good as Canon's at this point. If you
Mhm.
saw that new Sony,
No,
color
I
science,
did. I saw it on
yeah,
the Theojet
it's
thing.
pretty
Yeah.
freaking amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I mean, if you have all that control already and you're doing a live setup,
Yeah.
I think that's a better option than the GoPro even.
That makes sense. Yeah.
because you can control it.
Yeah.
So honestly, I would go for that more than this.
That makes sense.
This
yeah.
is cool. You know what? This is good for multicam.
It's cool. Yeah, no, it's cool for multicam.
I think this is I'm going to say it right now, guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a better camera, and I know the M4 is really nice. From what
Yeah.
I'm reading so far, though, from this,
Yeah.
the dual native ISO is a big thing.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for broadcasting. It has Wi-Fi.
I think the thing that we need to also, I mean, we're not obviously not failing to realize, but we also need to wait for it to come out and
Yeah.
see what people are posting with it.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's another thing too. Because like, you know, I've seen things like a million times where I'm like, oh, this is a new camera. I'm like, this doesn't look that fucking good sometimes. And
I don't know. This is pretty good so far.
yeah, but also like a lot of those camera tests that like the Panasonic and like the Sonys and the Canons like put out that are like official from their websites and stuff like that are like always perfect settings, perfect scenarios.
Yeah, but let's look at like what this is aiming for, though.
Oh no, I know that.
Yeah,
but
so I mean,
I just want to see it when people review it. That's all I want. To see.
Yeah.
Which is in November. You said it comes
but
out. Or,
I can vouch for Panasonic for their colors.
Okay.
Their colors are really, really pretty. They're really good. Yeah. I cannot. There's one thing that people don't like about Panasonic is the autofocus. But in this case, that's not a big deal if you're going to use it for the ideal usage of this, what they're aiming for. So this looks better than the E2. I won't lie.
Yeah.
Even the M4, it has more dynamic range. That's huge.
That is huge.
So that's huge in that part, in that price range. So you get 4K.
But for streaming, do you need that dynamic range?
I mean, if you really want that quality, yes. Okay. I mean, for our setup, that's good.
Yeah, that's great.
That sounds great for us. I won't lie.
Yeah.
That seems more appealing than the E2 right now.
Oh, that's true too.
So if we try to get E2s, like it's cheaper than an S6.
Yeah.
An E2 S6. And it's yes, it's a little bit more than the M4, but you get more dynamic range off of it.
True.
A higher, like 3 stops higher.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Well, we just have to yeah.
So I mean, this is very appealing. I'm not gonna lie. So they actually released something. They actually announced something that could be appealing.
That's true, but I still would like to see a 35 from them. Is that a Micro Four Thirds?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but I think the E2 is like. Yeah, I get what you mean about the, but then now you're going to that. You're doing that whole thing though, where like how you feel about full frame versus
but still
this
like,
time with Micro Four Thirds. Like,
but I always didn't like Micro Four Thirds. That was I always had an issue with Micro Four Thirds.
Yeah, but then you're also like that. I'm sorry, man. You sound a little biased.
I sound like an old fucker.
Yeah, you sound pretty biased about that, man.
I'm a very biased motherfucker.
But like to me though. If you really look at the broad spectrum of things, if you really look at it from what's versus what, this seems better than the E2. I'm not going to lie, in specs wise. Now, to see the real world application of it, I'm going to say right now in a very lit,
very lit room.
Yeah, like
this one.
Yeah, like a controlled space.
A controlled space. Yes.
This camera seems more appealing than E2.
It makes sense. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie.
But other than that, there you go. It does have Vlog Lite though. Just keep that in mind.
At least it's Vlog, right? It's not like
at least you get log.
Yeah, at least you get log.
And at 42210-bit. So okay, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just you know what? You can't always get like for $2,000. You get Vlog Lite. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that.
And if they say that you get 42210-bit, right?
Yeah.
In external through HDMI, ProRes RAW, possible.
ProRes RAW possible.
That's not bad either.
Not bad at all.
With Vlog Lite?
Vlog Lite.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, not bad. Okay. Bravo, Panasonic. Good job in first specs. Right. Yeah. It's not bad. It's definitely, especially for this price tag, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think there's any monitor for this.
No,
just keep that in mind. I don't know. I don't see enough pictures on it. Let me see if there's more pictures about it. Because I don't know if it has its own you know how like the red?
Yeah.
The red, the E2 has this little tiny
The red
screen.
E2? You mean the red?
No, the red and the E2 all that, and all the Zcam stuff has those.
Yeah, I don't think I saw video or pictures of that thing. I don't think it has a
screen.
Screen. No, I'm talking about BGH1.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That might be a deal breaker.
Check the B&H real quick. I think it's on that. But to keep the news continuing, I don't know if you have this one on your plate.
I don't have any more.
You don't have any more?
Yeah,
go ahead. You didn't hear about the James Bond thing?
No. What's going on?
So they're going to go straight to streaming for James Bond.
Oh, the new one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this and this is the final Daniel Craig film?
Yeah.
Okay.
So so Netflix and Apple TV Plus are fighting for the streaming rights. Apparently,
I don't care which one gets it. I want to watch it. I want to watch it
bad. Too, yeah. So like that should be very fascinating if that happens. And then that's all else I had. Oh my god, I had another thing I wanted to say, but I forgot what I was going to say.
It does not have a screen.
It does not have a screen. Oh, that fucking blows.
That's a killer.
That is a killer.
That is a killer.
So
wow.
Literally for $2,000, you get a box, and then from that box.
But to be fair, it's like but we're in a modern age.
Yeah.
There should be we're not in the red age anymore.
Well, no, we're not. Yeah, but at the same time,
because red used to do that, and they don't do it anymore.
Well, I mean, okay, think about it this way too. Let's look at the Z-Cam. Let's look at the Red real quick.
They all have LED screens.
But they're very small.
sorry.
You can't really use that.
Yeah, but you know what? It's better than not having one.
That's true. But I mean, I think they want you to obviously invest in a monitor because you're like,
Yeah. But I will still say it. In this day and age, even the Red Komodo has one.
Has a little monitor. Yeah, exactly.
No, it has a bigger one.
Oh, it's a bigger one.
It's a way bigger one.
Okay.
It's almost as big as the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's big.
Okay. But still, I mean, I know a lot of people are going to invest in a monitor for that camera.
Yeah, of course.
And
but
they
I
just
mean,
made like
but in this modern age, that's not right.
That's not right. No.
Yeah. So that even Red is doing it now. Get your shit together, Panasonic.
I know, but still for $2,000, great price. And
Didn't
then
I
you
say
said
that last time, by the way.
What?
Didn't I say that last time?
You said I think you're on a roll with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Panasonic literally, it's like now it's $2,500. So why not just get an S6?
Oh yeah, if you get the Atomos, right?
Yeah, even if depending on what Atomos you get too, even if you got like let's say just a small HD or an Atmos Shinobi and not the a recorder,
just a regular,
you know what I mean? Like that's $400. That's $2,400.
But would you really buy that though? I would honestly say more people would buy the Atomos more.
Well, even the Atmos Shinobi though, like
no, but nobody's really gonna buy that for this kind of camera.
Oh, for this kind of camera, like you're gonna buy like the Shinobi 7.
It's either the well, it's not called the Shinobi. The Shinobi is its own.
What's the 7?
It's called the Atomos Shogun 7.
Shogun 7. Sorry,
Shogun 7, and then the Ninja 5.
Yeah,
those are the only ones that do ProRes RAW.
Yeah. So if someone buys the Shogun 7, that's like $1,200 right there.
Yeah. Or if you get the Ninja 5, that's $600.
$600, but still,
you're spending more. Yeah, that's right. When you could get, you could get an E2, and you don't need one, but you still have to get one anyways. Yeah. But that just goes back to like you're right. You have to buy a monitor anyway. Yeah. So but it's better to buy this camera than the E2 in this case.
But again, it goes back to also like we were saying. It goes back to accessorizing, or just too many. Yeah,
but it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. But again, like just accessorizing and buying more shit.
But anyways, go back to your. Sorry, I know we went on a tangent again.
And guess what? We're flip the switch
almost there.
All right.
And you were saying about James Bond.
Yeah, I just read it. I didn't really read. I just know Apple and Netflix are fighting for the rights.
Actually, let me look that up really quick.
Look it up, and then I'll flip this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, we went 30 minutes so far, guys.
Nice.
Yeah, so we hit 43 minutes in the episode.
1 hour and 30 minutes left to go. Real quick, I'm looking up Netflix and Disney.
No, Apple TV.
Oh, Apple
Plus.
TV. Oh yeah, actually, they're saying. Let me reiterate this. It's Apple TV, Amazon, and Netflix.
Oh, now Amazon.
Amazon. Holy shit, dude.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So they are fighting for it. Apparently,
I would say if I was them, I'd go with Amazon Prime due to the fact that you can pay for it. I'd go for Apple TV.
Well, let's just say that. So let's segue into this then.
Yeah.
Because Borat was released.
I didn't watch it yet.
On Amazon Prime. I watched it.
Was it free or was it you had to pay for it?
It's part of Prime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh.
So that's why I'm saying like this could go into Prime.
Yeah, but
it
also
could make people go for Prime more.
I'm also thinking the paywall too, like the fucking thing that Disney did as well.
Well, here's one thing that I found out yesterday.
What'd you find out yesterday?
When I watched Borat, they have a watch party.
Oh, they do. Netflix has that too, apparently.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, this is cool. So I watched it with Tristan.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, I think we mentioned this before.
Maybe.
Tristan is not part of Chasing the Frame anymore.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future he'll come back, but mainly I was watching it with him. And we did a watch party.
Yeah.
But there's this thing now with Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, even like for animes, if you're into anime like I am, Crunchyroll, Funimation's still not doing it, but like all these apps, they are blacking out the screens for when you record stuff.
Oh, really?
Or when you try to put something that's trying to record something stream something.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so to counteract that, now they do watch parties if you already have a subscription with them, with somebody else that has a subscription. I know I was like, cool. I started seeing that about because I was starting to do watch parties in Discord, because you could do watch parties in Discord in your own way, like manually in your own way. And you know, we've been watching stuff on YouTube together through Discord. And that's a pretty cool feature. But I found out one day that when I was trying to, I think it was off of, it's HBO Max.
Yeah.
I think HBO Max did it first. Because, it was this one day, because I've never heard of this and nobody ever talked about it until recently.
Yeah.
But HBO Max, I was trying to show him a Metalocalypse episode, my friend.
Yeah.
And it blacked it out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's very... So they started implementing it more. I didn't see it in Netflix the next day, like to see if like it did it to others.
Yeah.
And they started doing it and doing it more. Yeah. So gradually, I think that was about 3 months ago.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they I think they mass rolled this out.
Yeah.
To different apps through that 3 months.
Yeah.
It's crazy, right?
That's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's copyright. I get it, but like,
it makes sense. There's some. Oh my god, I have another news thing that I wanted. Oh my, it's gonna bug me so much. Like, I literally had something else to tell you too about the after James Bond thing, and now I'm blanking
out, bro.
Blanking out.
What is wrong with you?
I'm old.
Oh yeah, I got an excuse.
Yeah, I'm old.
All right. Yeah. Let me bring up something.
Okay, bring up.
So John.
Yeah.
After the during the Niall and Brendan episode.
Yes.
That we were about to release, you sent me a text saying, "Mark, I love you."
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know, right now on Chasing the Frames newest episode that the one that just came out as of
last week.
Last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. We released part 2 of Niall and Brendan's episode
on I'll tell you the exact date, on the 21st.
Yeah, so we released that episode.
Yeah.
And I put something special in there.
Yes, listen for it because it's funny.
It's at the beginning too. So
yes, it is. It's right in the beginning, so you can listen to the first 5 minutes and then never listen to this again.
I get this text from him saying, "Mark, I love you," and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I give him a call about it, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I just listened to it."
Yeah, because you told me to listen to it, and I listened to it, and I'm like, "I love you," because it was hysterical.
It's great.
Yeah, like it's like, did you tell me to listen to the fucking episode? Yeah, I did.
And yeah, dude, it was great. I don't know what Niall and Brendan think about it.
I don't know if they listened to it, but that I mean,
that's can I just say this?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go into a little bit on this. So Niall and Brendan's episode is probably, and I said it. I told John about this already.
Yeah.
Niall and Brendan's episode is probably the most interesting episode. 2 episodes I've ever listened in this podcast, just because Niall is a storyteller.
Yeah. Did you know both those episodes together combined are 6 hours?
Yeah, you're telling me about that. Yeah.
But like, for the people at home listening, it's 6 hours, and it's incredible for 6 hours.
And yeah, it's not boring at all.
No,
that's the best part. It's like it keeps you sucked in.
Don't be telling people that they're boring.
I'm just saying, compared to other podcasts, if you want something that's very different from the average podcast, especially it's not just about filmmaking.
Yeah.
Like, it's all about other stuff. They go into topics like ghost hunting, like stuff about that. They go into amusement parks.
Yeah.
Dude, it's everywhere, but it's so interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm not gonna lie, I was hooked. When I was listening to it.
Oh, it's been so long.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, man. We just started recording all the new season stuff or New Year stuff. I mean, we started technically this week. It's only been like 2 or it's been.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I only started recording 3 people so far, but I got like a slew of people coming in like the next 2-3 weeks. Like I'm booking up November like it's crazy. Like I think I counted. I would have 14 technically by the end of November if I don't add anyone else.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
It's crazy because we still have like the ones that we're thinking about recording too.
Yeah, and there's other things too. And also on top of that too, I still need to because there's other people that are like, can I do it virtually? Which I understand. We're like in this weird time right now. But like, I'm like, hey, I have to get back to you because there's things I want to do. Like we were talking about this, about setting up the virtual podcast where, you know, I know you guys can't see it on the wide screen, but behind the camera for the wide, I want to put a TV over there.
Yeah. But
Ashley was saying put the TV over here. And maybe just do it over here or something like that so you can look up that way. But I was like, nah, maybe I'll put it. I don't know yet. I'm still debating on which one I want to do.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. But still, there's a lot of A lot of cool things that we want to do.
Yeah,
with
there's
virtual.
a lot.
Yeah.
If anything, there should be some stuff that we should be talking about soon.
I think so. I mean, especially like the virtual one. I thought about that. I'm like, it's gonna be really cool. We have to do. I mean, it's gonna take us a little bit to do it and test it and make sure we get it all correct. But I think when it comes out, it's gonna come out really nice. To be honest.
Right. And then if anything, we should also. I'll announce this real quick.
Go ahead.
So, originally we told you guys about Guardians of the Frame.
Yes.
So we are changing the name.
Yes, we are.
It's going to be called Chasing the Shame.
Yes, because apparently we have an obsession with chasing things.
Yeah. Everything is going to be either frame or chasing.
Yeah. No, it won't be.
But
no.
we were planning to do a recording with somebody.
Yeah.
But they went through a little issue with something related to COVID.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say right now, hopefully you feel better, man, and hopefully nothing happened.
Yeah.
Because it's testing,
Yes, and on top of that too, the Chasing the Shame episodes will probably come out sometime next year. We don't have an exact date.
Yeah.
But
we were planning to do it beginning of the year and all that.
Did we say we were making those Patreon exclusives though?
No.
No?
Okay.
Yeah. All right, good.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
There's no paywall behind it.
There's no paywall behind it, but they will be up early though.
We will have it early for Patreon, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can watch all of it
as
soon as it
drops.
Yeah. So we will have all of it released.
Yeah.
That we'll give you a release date when it gets closer to it.
We still need to record this stuff. We need to still do a lot of this stuff. That's why I'm trying to get a lot of those episodes now, like the pre-recording stuff, as many as possible, so we can do these other things as well too. So I'm trying to be ahead of the game.
Yeah. I will say this though. I think we're planning to release it a week before the first episode release, and it'll be all released on Patreon.
Yes. Wait. Say that one more time.
Confused me. So it'll be all released on Patreon.
Yeah.
But it'll be a week before the release of the first episode of Chasing the Shame.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And
and no, I think it's monthly, right? Yeah, it's monthly.
Monthly. Yeah. And then also let's talk about our new endeavor that we're talking about. By the way,
right.
So we've gotten a lot of really good feedback about the. I don't know if you guys seen it yet. The Adriel and Edgar home review that we did.
Yeah, the one that we were talking
about.
Yeah,
the one we were talking about earlier, and a lot of people have been giving me really cool feedback, and people our friend George reached out to us about doing Constructing Sin, a review on that. So
that'll probably be our next one.
That will be our next one, I believe. I talked to. No, I'm not going to talk about the other two people, but we'll mention George first.
Yeah, we'll get...
because the other two kind of aren't set in stone yet. I'd rather get those going. But I think we're on to something with this whole idea of having people who are making these films, letting us see the movie and watching it through our eyes in that sense, and then having them come on the show,
right?
And then having this open dialogue and discussing their movie.
Yeah.
And telling them, this is what we didn't like about it. This is what we liked about it.
Yeah.
Asking them questions about things that we didn't understand, where it gives us a better appreciation of the movie, and it also makes us understand things more. Maybe.
And if we have critical, let's say we have something that we're critical about with the film, they can explain to us why something doesn't work and all that, because it's true.
Yeah.
There is constraints when it comes to filming in general, and it's we understand the issues, but we do like to point it out only because people will notice it.
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
I think when doing this too, I look at these through an audience eyes, like the IMDb reviewer or the Amazon reviewer, and I try to be as not lenient, but I don't look at the technical specs as much when I do these,
what I do.
because. I mean, again, this is for the average reviewer in a sense. Yeah. And I think...
But we're also a filmmaking podcast too.
Yeah, we are. But at the same time, I do look at technically... I'm more lenient about it, though, a little bit in that regard, I guess. I'm still trying to find the balance.
I'm going to be critical.
Yeah, you're going to be critical.
I'm going to be critical, but then I would tell them exactly what would make it better, though.
Yeah, that's true, too.
So that's the difference. Yes, I can be critical about technical things, but that's because it should be pointed out so that they can improve themselves later in the technical aspect. make the editing, the quality of the edit, the sound better, the colors
everything
better.
better. Yeah. Just work so they know what to improve on next time.
Yeah. But I understand why sometimes it doesn't work. But sometimes I would like to ask questions. Like if I were to give a little bit something for Edgar and Adriel, right?
Yeah.
I'll give you a little snippet of what I was talking about. I don't know if you guys like try to make it intentional for like, because in normal aspects of coloring, in terms of like using the blockbuster colors, like the
orange and teal
look, usually when you use orange, it's basically on the subjects, and the teal is usually in the background. Now you did it opposite, and I don't know if that's intentional to be where they're teal and the background is orange, but there is something about why it's done the other way, because I'll explain it actually, and then we'll move on. But basically, when you do it that way, there is more contrast to say the subject versus the blue teal look, because the teal look is supposed to represent a mood of sadness or depression or anything like that, especially when you do like a desaturation in some cases where it can even put more of that mood setter. When you do it the opposite way, unfortunately, it confuses the viewer, because at that point the teal on the subject is not understood, and the orange in the background is just it kind of like confuses a viewer because they're so used to the other way. Yeah. And I get that you're trying to get away from traditional aspects of it, but that also confuses the viewer as well on what they should feel during those scenes. That's the only thing about it, because technically they do it that way so that the teal looks more moonlit. Yeah. And the color of moon in most films, even though it's not realistic, is teal or blue. Yeah. That's why. So I don't know if it was intentional. It's kind of weird if it was. I'll be honest, and that's why. So when I look at that, it's a technical aspect, and I'll also say that there's a little bit of darkened scenes, and this comes in cinematography as well as a colorist myself. When some things are dark, it should at least have enough shadow basis where there's enough fill to actually see some certain things, so that the viewer won't be confused as well. Yeah. In some shots, and I know about hiding stuff and all that, but when you can't see enough of something, it kind of takes you out of the view of what you're trying to feel for that viewership.
Well, are you talking about the hallway shot?
That's one of them.
I think I think having that darkness is fine, because also audibly,
but there's not enough outline to know what's going on.
That too, either. But still, like I like the idea. I mean, in reality too, like it's an idea. I think also of like using it and kind of being
disorientation and stuff. Like I totally get that, but it's also if you're trying to do a disorientation, give enough outlines. Like basically shine a light where it gives enough outlines for
just a little
edges
bit more
and
edges. Yeah, I feel you.
So that you can see things at least to a point where you can be like, oh, I can distinguish what that is over there.
Where are they?
Yeah, because it's too dark to see like certain things. That's my problem with it.
Understandable.
And you're already disoriented and kind of confused. Yeah. Versus disoriented as an intentionality, and then looking at things and going, oh, but I know where they're going. Yeah,
gotcha. Yeah. Oh, you know what we forgot to mention also? The iPhone 12 also was released.
Okay.
Not released, but like...
No, there's a lot of things that's coming out.
I know, a bunch of things.
So the iPhone 12. Yep. There's the new Xbox and PlayStation.
Yep, that comes out.
That comes out in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yes.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm trying to get one for my birthday or Christmas. I have no idea yet.
I'm thinking about that. So we're gonna hold off. We got a TerraMaster.
Oh, we did. Yeah, we did get a TerraMaster, which I don't know. If anyone knows what a TerraMaster is, but it's a direct attached storage unit. It's not
different from a NAS.
Yeah. So instead of us going through Ethernet and all that stuff, I just plug it to the computer and we're good to go.
Yeah. If you guys don't know the acronym for it, so this is instead of a network.
Attached storage.
Or access storage.
Oh, whatever.
Instead of a network access storage, it's a direct access storage, which is a DOS. Yeah. Or DAS. DOS.
Yeah.
No, don't say DOS. Never mind, because people will think about MS-DOS.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is technical. But so basically it's more direct. It's going to be our large formatting drive for everything, like our archive kind of thing. Yeah. We can start doing like big, because we get here's the thing. We switched to SSDs.
Yeah.
We're trying to do an archive-based drive. The thing is, John has so many hard drives.
Yeah, I
and
do.
he wants to unify them into one single storage area.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and that's the whole gist of what this DOS is for. It's supposed to be for the amount of archive stuff where we can switch out hard drives. But
Can't hot swap on that thing though. Actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't?
No, you can't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So you have to just unplug it, or not unplug, but just eject the disk and then turn it off. I think.
Oh, and then you could take it out.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then
That's
you
fine.
just put a new one.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just a little bit extra.
It's just a little extra steps because I was like reading. I'm like, oh shit, I can't hot swap because I put it on a drive because I just wanted to start backing up some stuff to get some stuff off a drive. And I'm like, I only bought a 4 terabyte. I'm like, oh my god, I should have bought a bigger one. And I'm like, god damn it.
Well.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to do that shortly, but it's fine.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the whole. That's the whole. I feel your pain, bro.
No thanks.
But the whole gist of it is the plan is we are going to archive our stuff
because we put in about 2.5 terabytes of stuff in 1 year.
Yeah, and not only that, but also the fact that our cameras have a lot of storage. Yeah,
a lot of space.
But that's why we did this, so that we can have multiple hard drives that we can label, we can put together, we can reuse it just in case we ever need it. So we never lose anything unless there's a physical damage of some inside. Yeah,
I'm not trying to I'm trying to get enough terabytes so we're good for a few years, not just like 1 year,
right,
or 6 months. You know,
nothing bad would happen.
Nothing
basically.
crazy happens. We're like, oh god,
we're looking ahead.
Yeah, we're planning ahead, and I think also it gets a lot of the clutter of that stuff on my tower off and back into the storage unit right there.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do. We're trying to be a little bit more efficient, a little bit more smarter about it, because then also too, like, you start. You get a hard drive, right, per se.
Right.
And you're like, I'm going to dedicate this hard drive directly to this. And then you start doing it, and then you have another project pop up, and you're like, well, fuck me. I don't know where to put this project.
Yeah.
I have no room anywhere else.
The struggles.
I have to put it on the same hard drive.
Right.
Well, shit. and then you're like, well, damn it, I got to do this now. And then...
like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, and then you just buy more and more. So the thing is, the idea right now for me is to literally get everything off every drive I own onto a physical internal hard drive, technically, from the TerraMaster, and then put those away, and then have all these other extra hard drives as other project-based stuff in general, not chasing the frame related.
Right.
Because everything chasing the frame related would be on the TerraMaster.
Yeah, so everything is eventually going to go in there. Even our stuff for Otaku IRL, which is going to happen soon as well. So it's just a matter of just keeping everything organized and keeping it in one place. Yeah. And
work smarter, not harder. Sorry.
Hella fucked that up.
Yeah, hella head. Yes, I did.
Yeah, another thing is we bought SSDs, external SSDs.
Those
I forgot
awesome.
Mine.
Yeah, it's fine. I bought 2.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
I got a 1 terabyte myself.
But what I'm going to try is I use the new SSD, and it's fast, but I was thinking maybe it's that. That's why my Premiere's acting all funky. So
I don't think so.
I
don't think that makes sense.
It
doesn't make sense for the program itself. No.
Yeah.
But we did SSDs. It's fast as hell.
Yeah.
It changed our workflow up
a lot.
I
mean, and especially again, we go back to the TerraMaster. It's basically, we wrote it down. Like we go TerraMaster to our SSD edits, which are the things that we bought recently, which I edit off of that. I then send it to a shuttle for Mark.
Which we call, that's the SSD, just to let you go.
Yeah, another shuttle.
Let you know. Yeah.
And then we puts it to his SSD for editing purposes.
Which is
the shuttle. Then he also archives on a 6 terabyte that I'm going to give him. So it's a big process. We kind of probably confusing you if we don't explain it properly, and I'm kind of giving half-ass explanation. But maybe
we have a new workflow.
We'll do a video maybe. Maybe we'll do a video on it, explain it, and really break it down of how we saw it.
If they want it.
I think we should. Maybe it'll be a Patreon exclusive.
Well, I'll see. We'll see.
Don't knock it till you try. I think the thing is, I was talking to someone today. I think people need to see more videos about workflow, organization, shit of that nature, because there's not many videos about that, I feel like.
True.
And I think just giving people the idea of like, this is my workflow, but you can change whatever the fuck you want. But this is the template we're giving you. I think that's what's refreshing too. It's like, because I looked up hard drive, like, I looked up hard organization, how do you editing workflows, and like a video from like 10 years ago pops up, and the guy's like, well, we have two HD drives, and we do this and this, then we put another archive backup over here to this. I'm like, all right, and this is like 10 years old, and it's not really up to date, so maybe people need that. I don't know.
Yeah, well, yeah, okay.
Ideas.
Yeah.
Ideas.
Okay. So a lot. Here's something.
Yeah.
So now let's go to just us now.
Okay.
Yeah, like let's just talk about us.
About us. Oh, by the way, I'm gonna say this. Bearbushka on Instagram. Follow Bearbushka.
Oh God.
I started Instagram for Bear.
Producer Bear. Jesus Christ.
Hey man, I already got like 2 messages from like dog companies.
Oh no way.
Yeah, wait.
Oh wow.
Not like they're like, you want to be a brand
It's
ambassador.
like Potato Jet. Well, like
Yeah.
if you guys watch Potato Jet, watch him.
Gene.
Yeah, Gene Nagata.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you watch him, I think his dog,
Yeah.
Lefty, died.
Yeah.
And they just got a brew. They got a brew beer bottle, like
Oh,
just
interesting.
a beer off of that
Yeah.
dog
Weird.
from a brewery.
Interesting.
And they did it in memory of her.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So continue with the news. Or
Oh yeah.
news stuff.
Well, I don't know if you know this, and this is going back to our DC thing.
Okay.
We're going back to DC news.
Oh wait. Is it the Jared Leto information?
That's one of it. Yes. Yeah. So Jared Leto and Henry Cavill are doing reshoots.
Oh, he's now confirmed because it wasn't confirmed for him, and then apparently I read also they're into if the Snyder. So another fun fact I learned from DCEU leaks.
Oh,
Great Reddit. So J.J. Abrams is gonna be doing a Superman movie. It's the
oh, interesting.
But the thing is, it depends on how good the Snyder cut is. If he keeps Henry,
So this is Bad Robot.
I
Bad
would
Robot?
say so.
Because that's his
I
company.
think they're in talks to do it,
Okay.
and he would do the sequel, technically Man of Steel. But if the Snyder cut goes well, Henry's going to be part of it.
Interesting.
If it doesn't, they think he's going to recast. But that's
See, here's the thing about
also the Jared Leto, Margaret Robbie, Joker, Harley Quinn movies back on the table if this works out too.
Okay. Here's the thing about J.J. Abrams though.
Yeah.
He's hit or miss
Well, that's
when
true.
it comes to these kind of things.
Well, he wanted to do Superman Flyboy or Flyboy.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, okay, this is based on what I remember of
Yeah.
Star Trek. Star Trek was great.
the first one, yeah.
Yeah. Star Wars Episode 7.
Yeah.
The from the
Force
new,
Awakens.
the new sequels. That was an okay movie.
Yeah.
I think it's an okay movie.
Yeah. It's a nostalgia movie.
But the final movie.
Well, this.
But I know that's not his fault.
It's not.
But I will still say it's still hit or miss. Like because he could have done something else with it too.
But
that's the thing.
This can be a whole nother podcast about the whole Star
I
Wars
get it.
saga. But I'll
what
leave
I'm
it
trying to say.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying,
Yeah.
but I'll leave it at this too. There is a Abrams cut of that Star Wars Episode 9.
Oh god. What's up with these cuts, dude?
That apparently is like being played around with at Disney.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how true that is, but also
But do people want that?
I actually would want that.
Yeah, I guess.
But also the problem with the whole Star Wars trilogy, as I think I don't know if we pointed this out or I told you, is that there's never any structure about.
No, I've been saying this for years.
Yeah, I think you said that too. Yeah, I said that's why I said we.
I've
said
been
that.
I've been saying that
Yeah.
Abram, like from the beginning, and even Rooster Teeth pointed this out.
Yeah.
I'll even say this: they had the same thoughts as
Yeah.
me. So I'm going to say this right now: Rooster Teeth, you guys had the same thoughts as me. JJ had a plan.
Yeah.
And Disney fucked it up.
I like to say Kathleen Kennedy might have fucked it up.
Okay, fair. But I was just listening to one of Rooster. I've been listening to a lot of Rooster Teeth lately, and they had the same thoughts as I did. They had the same way of putting it.
Yeah.
I was like, "Whoa, I'm not the only one that thought
You should
this."
watch Doomcock then. Have you heard of Doomcock? He's like that guy, like a YouTuber who like insider info or whatever.
I don't know if I want to watching.
He's pretty interesting.
Doom cock.
Yeah, he's pretty good though. Oh, we're almost done. We had to turn over.
Oh,
no, not yet. Not yet. I'll tell you when.
But that's not what I was going back
Sorry.
since we went in tangent. So what I wanted to explain is the Snyder Cut. So they're doing reshoots, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they say before that there was already existing footage before that was already filmed? They did say it, and there's a lot of people that's pointing it out. By the way, I'm not the only one saying this.
So there was a 4-hour cut originally, I think.
Yeah, but there was a lot of footage that we still haven't seen.
Yeah.
From the original Justice League itself.
Yeah. No, that's true. And then on top of that, well, think about it this way, Mark. Remember, it's gonna be an episodic fucking show. It's like 4 or 5 episodes.
No, even before this.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay.
Like he had over 6 hours of footage.
It's gonna be. It's literally.
No, we cannot defend this anymore.
I'm not defending this. I'm saying it's gonna be a 13-episode movie.
Well, here's the thing. I will say this. This is in my notes. Okay,
Keep
this in mind. This is what was said before. Snyder Cut always existed, or not.
That. Yeah, no, because people were trying to say it never existed when it did the whole time.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Why is there reshoots? And this is something that people are legitly asking.
Okay, I can probably answer this.
Why is, if there was a Snyder Cut that existed before, and there's 6, they quoted this a long time ago. Especially Zack Snyder said, there is over 6 hours of footage that wasn't even shown in the original Justice League.
Yeah,
and now they're doing reshoots again. So is that a lie?
I don't think it's a lie. I thought it was 4 hours originally.
No, he said 6.
Okay, well, even if he said 6 hours, if you think about it, let's say we break this down.
That still doesn't.
No. Wait, hear me out first. If you break out a rough cut, right, and it's 6 hours long, that's just
no. He's saying that it's 6 hours, but there was still a cut that was condensed down from that.
Okay. But hear me out again. It's not the actual. It won't be the actual movie on HBO Max. It's gonna be the TV show version of the movie, right? That's what they're doing. They're doing the episodic.
Okay. Well, then what are you trying to say?
So
there's gonna be 2 versions?
No. There's not gonna be 2 versions
because that's what you confused me with right now.
So when they said the Snyder Cut was gonna come out, right? They said they're either gonna send, depending on what the movie consists of lengthwise and what the final vision is, it was gonna be either just one movie you watch throughout the whole fucking thing, or a weekly show.
Oh, so you're saying before they even made the announcement is what you're saying?
When they made, because they talked, there was in talks, and even when they made the announcement, the whole thing was like, well, are we gonna just put this out as a one long movie?
That's still not answering my question.
No, I'm getting to it though.
Okay.
The reason why they would do reshoots is probably they need to make some fills for cliffhangers and other plot points that need to be addressed in a TV show. Because think about it this way: how do you cut a movie that's like a 6-hour movie, right?
Okay.
If there's no like cliffhanger part to it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get it.
Like you need to do that stuff too. That's probably what they have to shoot, because it's $70 million they're putting into this movie to reshoot everything.
I get that. It still doesn't answer the question that I was mainly asking.
Repeating.
Did it really truly exist? Though?
It did exist, because there's actually reels that had the Snyder Cut on it.
No. But were they lying about 6 hours of footage?
Oh, he probably was lying. I mean, I highly recommend.
That's the whole thing that this whole thing is all about. It's like because there's some people that even say it on even Twitter and all that, saying like oh, I thought this was like, because the reshoots and all that was announced and everything, including Henry Cavill's, Jared Leto's, Leto. Sorry,
I think he's adding shit. Like I think he's adding more shit.
Let me just point out like what people said. Like even like D Pity. If you guys don't know, we had D Pity on the Otaku's podcast. If you guys want to listen to that,
I would say listen to it.
Shameless plug. But he even said like, wait, I thought why are they doing reshoots? I thought that it already existed.
So what I've always heard, it was a 4-hour cut. I've always heard it was 4 hours. I never heard it was 6 hours.
Well, even still, did it actually? Even if 4 hours, 6 hour, doesn't matter. There's extra footage.
Yeah, no, I get that. If
or they say there's extra footage.
I think I just have this feeling they're doing these reshoots.
I think they lied to us.
I don't think so. I don't think so, because
I think they lied.
No, because Zack Snyder's known to fucking shoot a lot. And think about it this way too, like we saw on the Vero.
How do we know that though?
Because they literally shot Justice League while they're shooting Dawn of Justice. Like they shot right after.
Okay,
and they shot for a year.
Okay, but is there any other evidence besides that?
The Vero
where
stuff?
he has enough to say that we know for sure that he shoots way more than usual. Like let's say let's go back to even his older films. Let's say like Sucker Punch. Let's say like
look at
300.
Watchmen. Like Watchmen's a 4-hour cut.
The director's cut?
The director's cut is like 3.5 hours long.
Yeah, but there was not a lot in that. I can confirm that because I have the movie.
Yeah, I have the movie too, but it's still a 3.5 hour cut of a director's cut.
Yeah, there's not a lot though.
But it's not. I mean, still like
that still doesn't
look at Dawn of Justice. It's an extra half hour to an hour of movie.
Yeah, which that's a compelling. That is a No, there's not a lot either. Oh yeah,
Yep.
That's still okay. That did prove that it changed the whole game for BVS because it was a more I guess coherent story because of that. Well, but there was not a lot either.
Let me say this. Okay, so let's say we go back to 6 hours. Let's say they shot the 6 hours. Now everyone and their mother was saying the fucking 6 hour cut was horrendous. It didn't make sense. Yada yada yada. He might be like either A, doing a lot of fan service by adding more scenes and more like. I mean, again, I think the 6 hours is there. I think these reshoots or whatever, these extra shoots are just ways to get you in the beginning and the end of the thing, and adding just a little bit of extra flavor too, as well. Because like I think the ending, like that whole Joe Magliano with the fucking Lex Luthor thing, was Deathstroke
with Deathstroke.
Yeah, I think like I was reading somewhere like. The joke,
he did put that in. That's true.
Yeah, he did do that. But the thing is, I think the thing was like, let me add Jared
Leto.
That
was BVS, right?
Yeah, no, that was at the end of Justice League Day shot.
Right.
But like, if he can go, let me reshoot that and put the Joker in there because we want to lead up to a fucking.
Okay.
Now
that you remind me of that, I'm starting to think about it too. There was parts where Jared Leto, like even like blatantly like remarked and screamed out that there was more shots that he made before, like even before Justice League, after BVS,
Suicide Squad and all that stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, he did say that there was more scenes and they never used it.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit.
So
I think like it's not reshoots where it's like, we need to reshoot the film. It's reshoots like, okay, if we're doing a TV style show, maybe like they want it, and also like again, maybe they want to prolong it a little bit too, where it's not just 6 episodes. Maybe they want to stretch it out to 7 episodes, 8 episodes.
That kind of makes me worried a little bit though.
Why is that?
The only reason I feel worried about it because there's been evidence on other films and all that where they like, I don't know about this rebuttal. Let me change up Star Wars. Kind of like that, like with Star Wars.
I think they're just letting Zach do his thing and just going, here you go, man. We fucked you over here. We're just going to let you do
I don't think WB is going to be that lenient.
I think so.
Nice. I don't think so, dude.
I think so. I think they're letting him. Because apparently Peter Berg and
you can't trust the company that much.
Jeff Johns and Peter Berg aren't on the producer credits anymore, which is huge.
That's the thing. Here's the thing, though. This is just me seeing like how companies are because it's all about money.
Yeah, no, I know that. And
sometimes they don't care about that kind of stuff. But I'm going to state that because Disney did it themselves, there might be some degree where
I think right now, if you're on the HBO Max train, which I am, I'm fucking like all in on that shit because it's fucking great. Like, that's a great service, first of all. And especially if you have content in 2021 with the Snyder Cut and like an 8-week straight content, that's 8 weeks of people staying. And then you can add a new show to that.
I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. I mean, we don't even know when the release date is for this.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like I have to agree with D. Pity, for instance. I feel like I'm kind of lied to when it comes to like the extra footage. But you put it in a sense. I get it.
Yeah.
But I still think that there are some things behind the scenes we don't know about, and it's kind of...
Oh, yeah, probably. But I think the most realistic is that they're just doing these reshoots for reasons that they need to add, because again, it's now a TV show. It's not a movie anymore. It's a fucking TV show.
Right.
So you need to add more shit to make coherent sense.
Now, did we answer the question though? Snyder Cut always existed or not?
Always existed.
Okay.
It's been at the dawn of the fucking start of that movie, like the Snyder Cut release, and people talked about it prior to it. After the movie came out, they're like, we need the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut's real.
Right. Yeah.
And even the DP of was on one of the podcasts.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
And he mentioned it. So
he said that there's some footage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
it always was there, and even the guy who played Darkseid even said shit too. So.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, and also Steppenwolf looks fucking badass now in this new Snyder Cut.
Oh yeah, dude, I saw the VFX version of it.
Yeah.
I'll probably put a picture of it on
also
thing.
there was evidence on Vimeo where you saw the Kirstie Clemens Iris West footage as a previs.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
I saw that too.
There is a whole bunch of
well, also in the new trailer that they released,
they showed
Iris West.
They showed it.
Iris West is in it. Yeah, that's true. So yeah,
there's that.
Maybe okay. Maybe it's not a lot of footage.
I don't think
if we're gonna put it in the middle ground, it probably wasn't a lot of footage. Maybe they did lie of how much.
It probably over exaggerated.
It's probably over.
I think it was 4 hours. I think it was definitely.
No, I think it's even less than that. To be honest,
I don't think so, because the thing is, Snyder came in with a 4-hour cut. He said
he could say that.
People
can lie, man.
Yeah, but Zack Snyder's track record of making long movies.
I know of his Watchmen and his BVS, but that's not a lot either.
But those are 3-hour movies.
But they're not. But they're not a lot of footage that is compelling enough for some things to say that there's a lot.
There's always the talk where he was forced to make a 2-hour cut, and he's like, "Are you fucking serious?"
No, I get that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it was a 3-hour to 4-hour cut because there's so much to tell in a 4-hour movie. Because think about it this way: DC. We're gonna get into a whole big tangent right now, but DC never lined up any of their characters like Marvel did. So bringing these all together, you need it 4 hours to explain everything. Because again, there is no build up to Darkseid. There's no build up to Steppenwolf. There's no build up to anything in that regard unless you were in BVS, and that was towards the end. And there's only that reference of Aquaman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it's just references, right?
Yeah, references. Yeah. And it's like, okay, then we're getting to Justice League now.
And it confused people.
Yeah,
right?
and now you need a whole big backstory, and that's going to take an hour, maybe an hour to fucking build that up.
I'm still going to say it, though. Yeah. That still doesn't... his track record, yes, he has some longer films, but... It's those scenes that you're talking about are not enough still in some cases.
Yeah.
They make the film longer. Watchmen was longer because of it. And so was BVS for the Ultimate Edition. But if you really look at those extra scenes that they put, it's not really a lot.
I think when I was reading
his track record is not enough.
I was reading that shit prior. I was on that shit every day with Justice League. And I was reading 4-hour cuts, 3-hour cuts people were seeing. So there's those cuts out there. It was 4 hours. So we'll see.
Still word of mouth.
I mean, it's word of mouth, yeah, but I trust them more than...
I don't know. I still don't trust
We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens in next year.
Yeah,
2021.
We'll see. Okay, let's move on from DC.
Yeah.
Because we kind of went into a whole thing.
Thanks, Mark.
I mean, it's interesting, though, that this comes up, you know, and all that. So
Ghostbusters got pushed back to June next year.
Oh boy!
So it went from March, I think, to now June, where it's taking the place of the old Jurassic Park movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, which I'm kind of upset about. I'm
so have you still? I know that you were talking about it with Niall and Brendan's episode. Yeah. Have you seen Stranger Things yet?
No, I haven't watched season 3 yet.
Because I do agree with them on that. I think it's going to be like Stranger Things because that's the trend.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's going to have the same feel.
Just because Wolf Finhard's in it doesn't mean...
No, but it's going to have the same feel as it, because it is 80s related, stuff like that.
We'll fucking see.
Yeah,
I'll wait. When Ghostbusters comes out, you can ask me again.
That's not a bad thing, though.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, because Stranger Things is pretty awesome.
There's a lot of fan service you want to do with Ghostbusters also.
I
just want to see a new trailer, personally. It's been a while since we saw the first trailer.
But personally, I do agree with you guys. If Brendan and Niall, if you're listening to this, I do agree with you because I do see some evidence of that. and just because of the trending matters, and because it goes full circle, it is true. Something influenced another thing, and right now the biggest thing for young hip people and all that is Stranger Things, and that's not a bad thing.
Yeah,
because it's a good series. I'm not gonna lie, I like it a lot. So, they did a good job.
They did.
Yeah. So let me bring something that you might be interested in.
Okay, go ahead.
I remember last episode, you did call out there's producer Bear.
There's Bear.
You did call out an 8K camera being tested for Canon.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
And they are testing it.
Yes.
And also the RF C500 that they're talking about.
Yeah, so they're talking about a possible 8K camera.
Yep.
A mirrorless 8K camera, and it could possibly be the C700.
The C700
Mark II.
Oh wow, really?
It could be.
That's interesting.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah.
A cinema camera.
About $30,000 right there.
You did. You did call it.
I did call it, dude. I'm calling it, man. I read that shit a long time ago.
And but there's it's still rumors, but it's off of like credible sites.
Can rumors?
The Verge.
Oh, okay, The Verge. Yeah.
Yeah, they do call out some stuff sometimes.
Can rumors does too.
Yeah, so
we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, wait. I think next year.
That's interesting though. But like having another 8K camera.
Yeah.
And possibly being a cinema camera, will that be rented as a norm? Is the question.
Who knows?
Versus because what's the thing? If you're going for 8K now, like the most rented cameras under 8K is probably Red still.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, even like who was it? I don't want to misquote Alberto. I think Alberto said this to me yesterday when we did a podcast. Not yesterday. It was like 2 days ago. Whatever it was.
It's not out yet. Basically,
it's not out yet, but I have to re-listen to the podcast, so I'm not gonna say it.
Okay.
Because I feel like I don't want to misquote him, but we'll wait till the episode comes out, which is next year. It's like the second episode of the new year. So obviously, if you guys can wait that long, then I'll quote him on that.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't want to say it now.
But it's kind of interesting if we do see a Canon 8K camera. Yeah, that would be the bee's knees. The bee's knees.
But is it gonna be as long as the C700? I mean, is it gonna? I see. I would like to see it as like the C500 kind of in a sense. In the body.
But we already just got C500 Mark II. So.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like the body, the form factor.
Oh, okay.
Like how
the same size.
The same size. Because the C300 Mark III and the C500 Mark II both are the same size. One just shoots 4K. One shoots full frame. Super.
Well, okay. Here's the thing. If we know of like how Canon does their type of like releases and all that, I'd never seen. This is the first time I've ever seen smaller form factors for cinema cameras under their line. Yeah, under their line at least.
But I think I know what you're trying to get to is that
it could be big.
I think it's gonna be big, but I don't think it's gonna be. I don't want because you've seen the C700, right?
Yeah, of course. I've seen it in person.
I would. Yeah, I think it's like. This big?
Yeah, it's pretty big. It's around here.
You know what? I'll say it's like from here.
No, it's about this. Oh, you know what? But they had extra.
Yeah.
I
would say
they had modules on it.
Let's say this where my paper is right here to where my phone is. I would say that's how big it is.
Yeah, and it's bulky too.
And it's bulky. Like again, the form factor of the C500 Mark II and the form factor of the C300 Mark III, I like.
Yeah, it's like if anything, it's like this big.
If you give me that form factor. In a sense, I guess, with the capabilities of the stuff, what it is, I think that'd be the win. Because I think those cameras are very modular. They use the same shit, so you can literally buy the same pieces of gear for that. So it just keeps everything in the family.
It's basically it's able to keep into the same ecosystem, basically.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I mean, but the 700 Mark I. Is a very
it's $33,000 for a full frame.
Yeah,
and it's $29,000 for Super 35.
It's definitely not a first choice.
It's not, and I don't think I never really saw any videos on that too.
Yeah, because most people go for Arri or Red.
Well, the problem too with that camera is like you can't shoot RAW unless you have a codec on it, and the codec module, which is like another $6,000, I think, for it. Yeah, to be honest, that's kind
of like the Sony.
Yeah, so like now you can shoot RAW light, cinema RAW light in this 500 Mark II. and the C300. So
Yeah,
you know.
Sony does the same thing with their cinema cameras.
Yeah.
So it's like, honestly, I don't see it overstepping against Arri and Red. Still, I think they're the ultimate.
I agree.
I mean, in that quality range.
Yeah.
You know? Yes, 8K is a good thing and all that, but we have seen Arri and Red stuff, and they're the most used in quality in this range.
If that camera, 8K camera is really dedicated to documentarian and like your commercial and promo work, I think that's a good camera then.
I don't know,
As
because
a
the
good running
FX9
gun.
is pretty good.
No, that's true too. I mean, but then it's 8K in a commercial setting or a documentary setting.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a whole bunch of ideas.
Yeah, but then there's also, and I know you don't like the 12K Ursa.
Well, yeah, that has problems though.
Yeah, but I mean that still has enough.
But that's not really a run gun like per se. Like if
I don't know, all those buttons are still available.
No, those buttons are available. But if you look at like pure pound for pound, like what the FX9 can do and like what the C500 can do, those are more run gun. Where like your low light capabilities on the FX9 and the C500 Mark II are a lot better
than
the Ursa Pro 12 Ursa Mini Pro 12K. So there's that.
Okay.
So that's all. But
yeah.
let's. I think we should talk about Halloween movies.
Oh, you know what? I just missed an opportunity with this episode.
What?
I wanted candles everywhere.
Well,
spooky. No, I'm just kidding. You're like, God damn it, Mark.
Mark, give me your top 5 horror films.
Okay. Okay. Let me go with. Okay, number 5.
Okay.
5. I wish there was. Maybe I'll put a graphic there.
Okay, you do that.
I don't fucking know. Number 5, Nightmare on Elm Street.
The first one?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a great movie.
It is a good movie.
Next would be Halloween.
4. Halloween.
Yeah.
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 Number 4.
Yeah. Where are we going with that? Like, okay, 5. Did you want to go 5?
No,
5? Okay.
No, because you said 5, and then I was like 4.
Yeah, 4 is Halloween.
Okay.
The original.
Yep.
I'm going to put Oculus as 3.
3, okay.
Because I like Oculus just because, okay, it's not a scary film.
Yeah.
It's the thought of it.
Okay.
The premise of it.
Okay.
It's a very unique premise where things aren't what they seem.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, there's a moment where, spoilers.
Yeah.
There's a moment in the film where the girl, what's her name? She played
Karen
Amy
Gillian?
in, yeah, okay. Yeah, her, right?
Yeah.
She played Amy in Doctor Who.
Is it Karen Gillian? Yeah, Karen.
Yes, yeah. Karen Gillian, yeah. Gillan.
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name if you ever watch this, but
probably not.
Yeah, probably not. But she had a apple in her hand and she bit it, and it's like the mirror that's the cursed mirror inside that film had her eating a light bulb instead.
Oh, interesting.
Like it changed up. Like it's like a full on jump cut to
wow.
it. Or not a jump cut, it's like a cut to her going, oh.
Smash cut?
I
would say it's smash. I think it's a smash cut.
It goes to her hand. I forgot what that's called.
Like an insert cut?
Yeah, an insert cut, yeah.
Yeah.
Almost like a
like B-roll on top of an interview.
Yeah. It's almost like what you call it. What's that called when you revert your attention even though it's in the background? It's a cut. Yeah, I'll get back to it. Filmmaking terms, man. There's too many.
Just say it's a smash cut.
Okay, let's just say it's a smash cut. But she bites into the apple.
A reveal shot? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like a reveal shot where it was actually a light bulb.
Yeah.
And she had to take out the glass and all that. It's a very interesting scene because it's unexpected.
Yeah.
Because you think everything's all right.
Yeah.
And I like the idea of that where your senses aren't what they seem.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it's a very superior film, in my opinion, to a lot of horror films because it's psychological. That's why I put it at number 3. It kind of influenced me in horror a little bit. Especially with a film that I was trying to make for a while. And I need to work on a little bit more, and that's where it lies. But,
Yeah.
And then my second would probably be Dead Silence.
Okay.
Again, it's the idea of it.
Mm-hmm.
The whole like screaming.
Yeah.
And then take your thing. I love the mystery behind it.
Mm.
It's very interesting. I know it's not the greatest movie. So is Oculus. It's not the greatest movie at all, but it's one of those, you know.
Is your phone on, sir? Like, come on.
I have put this. I'm gonna turn it on.
Fuck.
Dude, it's on vibrate. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so that's my second for Dead Silence.
Mm-hmm.
I think my number one, if I were to say
Number uno,
I would have to say Saw.
Okay.
Only reason why I say Saw. Only reason.
Okay.
Did you notice that Saw is not a gore porn movie? It's all psychological. It's all what you think.
Yeah.
I like that.
Okay.
I like the idea of like, oh, the gruesomeness of it. It makes you cringe.
Yeah.
Whenever you see that one scene where he's sawing off his leg, but you don't see anything, but it's implied, and it's good enough to make you go, oh. And James Wan is just incredible.
It's not like the second one where the girl fucking dives into a whole bunch of hypodermic needles and you're like, oh god.
That's just gore porn. The original Saw is not about gore. It's all about what you're thinking in your head of what's happening.
Yeah,
it's not the best acting either, but I love James Wan changed the game when it came to psychological horror. Then and then all of a sudden it changed. I think James Wan didn't do Saw 2. Yeah. No. What's his name did it? The guy who did Repo the Genetic Opera.
Oh, okay.
He did Saw 2.
Okay.
He directed it. So James Wan, it seems like James Wan always makes a film. Yeah. Like his first ever films, and they always change the game, like The Conjuring. Yeah. And then what else did he make? He made Sinister.
Did he do
Insidious. Yeah. And he did Sinister.
Which I always like Sinister, Insidious, and The Conjuring all blend together for me.
Yeah, but I mean like he creates it, right? Yeah. He creates it, and he doesn't make a sequel.
He did also Fast and the Furious 8.
Yeah, but
he did 7.
I don't remember.
He did one of the Fast and Furious.
Well, he also did Aquaman. Remember that?
Yeah, he did Aquaman too. That changed the game too.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, with his style, right? Yeah. If you notice, every horror film that he's ever made, he never truly makes sequels except for The Conjuring 2.
That's true.
Yeah. He never makes sequels to them, but somebody else makes sequels to them. He starts series, basically. Interesting, right? Yeah. It makes him a very unique horror film director. Yeah. And I think I guess I admire him because of that.
Gotcha.
So yeah, if we're going into holiday spookiness, those are my top 5 just because of the ideas of it more than the scare factors of it.
Gotcha. Gotcha. So my top 5?
Go.
I guess in no particular order because I fucking hate. They
change.
always
You hate to. Yeah. Okay, give it.
So, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
Okay.
That's always a classic one. We watched that like 2 nights ago, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie. Scream, the first one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
the iconic slasher.
Yeah,
now.
Iconic slasher.
It changed the game for slashers, if I remember correctly.
Then Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
That one, a lot of memories because, like, I remember, my good friend back in New Jersey when I was growing up, Sean. Me and him watched Evil Dead. We watched it in like the reverse order. We watched 3, 2, 1.
Oh wow!
Yeah, we did it completely different, and then we love those. Like we enjoyed those movies, and it was really fun. Like staying up at night and watching them, and then like the pencil into the ankle always creeped me the fuck out and shit like that.
Dude, dude,
good time.
Sam Raimi, man.
Sam Raimi's good. And then I wrote down The Faculty because we just watched that, and I really enjoy that movie. It's a great. It really is a good movie. Like it gets and last but not least, From Dusk Till Dawn, I think.
Ooh,
because we just watched that again too.
That's not directed by Tarantino.
It's Robert Rodriguez.
Okay, it's Robert Rodriguez. It's just Tarantino
is in it.
Yeah. Did he put like writing credits on there?
I don't know. I think so.
Because I know this is before Tarantino. Like, no, it wasn't.
After Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction.
Oh, okay.
But it's like also around the same time.
But it's almost like Tarantino style too.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. Like literally watching From Dusk Till Dawn 2 days ago, and then watching The Faculty. Like, if I'm not mistaken, they all kind of came around the same time.
Oh, interesting.
Like, because I think, what was it? Dusk Till Dawn.
Of course, From Dusk Till Dawn is still a better movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert
That's a good movie though.
So basically, he did Desperado in '95, From Dusk Till Dawn in '96, and Faculty 2 years later in '98. But like you see, it's like the progression of Selma Hayek. I like to call it because Selma Hayek's in like Desperado, and then she's like playing like an Uber like vampire like stripper, and then she plays like the school nurse in The Faculty.
I see.
I just watched the progression of like Selma Hayek, and I was like, whoa. And Desperado's a fucking great movie. By the way.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. But those are my, that's 4. I don't know, actually. Let me check real quick. Did I even say a 5th one? No, I did say a 5th one. From Dusk Till Dawn, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do like Scream 2 as well. If I have to like flip-flop between 1 and 2 of Scream, I like those. But yeah, that's mine. And also, even on the verge of the cusp of like my top 5 would be Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warriors.
Oh.
That's always a good one. Because that one's fucking dope. So that's my picks.
You know, I was just like watching like I forgot what I was watching.
Yeah.
But I saw a YouTuber. No, it was. I know you don't like him. I'm going to say it.
Jeremy Johns.
No.
Chris Tuckman. Yeah.
But Chris Tuckman did do a review on Friday the 13th.
Oh yeah.
And I forgot about this, but because I haven't seen it in forever, right? The first 2 movies didn't really show. No, the first movie didn't really have Jason in it.
Yeah, and you didn't remember that?
No, it's been a while. I think it's because I'm so used to like the second and third film
and
like
beyond,
being the iconic films that define that series that I forgot that it was the mom.
Yeah.
She was the culprit, and I was like, oh,
that's the classic Scream, like in the What's Your Favorite Scary Movie? When she plays a game, Drew Barrymore's character is like, who's the killer in the first Friday the 13th? Jason. No, it's Mrs. Voorhees. And everyone's oh fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that goes back around.
Yeah,
okay.
And then even to further segue this too into Friday the 13th, real quick, if y'all need a film to watch besides Home, which we recommend on Halloween night, but watch Never Hike Alone by Vincent DeSanti of Womp Stomp Films.
He was in our.
He was a guest on the podcast, friend of the show. But Never Hike Alone, phenomenal. And then he did Never Hike in the Snow.
Yeah, which is his newest one.
Which is also
phenomenal.
as well. Like,
go watch it. It's pretty good. We'll put links.
We'll definitely put links and check that out on this Halloween.
Yeah. But you know, it's so crazy, right? Just the thought of just the thought in general, right? Of you know, Jason Voorhees, being that icon when his mom was really
the first killer,
and nobody thinks about that as much in iconic.
Do you have the AMC app, by the way?
No.
I don't recommend it, but they have a shit ton of horror films on the AMC app you can watch.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, because that's what we were watching, Dusk Till Dawn, and it just kept crapping out. But like other than that, like they have all the sequels to Dusk Till Dawn, I think, on there as well too. Did you know there was a TV show for that, by the way? Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch it though.
Yeah, I heard it didn't do very well.
Oh okay.
Yeah,
I'm glad I didn't watch it, but it goes into like more of the mythology, I think, from Dusk to like the whole. Movie didn't pick up,
but there's also an Evil Dead TV series.
That's true.
Ash
vs. Evil Dead.
Yeah, Ash vs. Evil Dead. It didn't do very well either.
It was on Stars, but that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. I heard it's good, but
it is good. Yeah, I saw like the first couple episodes actually.
Okay.
It was on Netflix. I think it's still on Netflix.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Yeah.
Anything else, Mark? Before I think maybe we should wrap this up. I think we can wrap this up now.
Yeah. I don't know what's been up with you, man. Like outside of just doing, is there anything new?
No.
Are you gonna get Are you gonna get for sure the PlayStation or the Xbox?
Oh, I definitely want the PS5.
Okay, yeah. I'm thinking about getting the PS5 too.
I want the Miles Morales game really badly.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like, if you guys don't know, I told John like, hey, I always miss like Black Friday.
Yeah.
Like every year, I always do like impulse buying before it.
Yes.
And I'm like, shit. Maybe this time I'm going to save up. So we didn't get like a new hard drive because we were supposed to split his hard drive together. That's one of our plans and stuff. But I wanted to wait after Black Friday and all. And like
there's actually a good deal right now for $279, 12 terabytes.
Yeah, but
I was like, oh man.
I know, but I really want the PlayStation.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, so I'm thinking of getting PS5.
Priorities.
And yeah, I know, right? But yeah, like the Spider-Man game, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get Miles Morales.
Yeah.
I also want to replay Spider-Man. Spider-Man for PS4.
Yeah.
Because there's a new version of Peter Parker that they did and all that.
And also, like, there's a couple more.
It's 4K,
costumes.
60 frames too.
And also on top of that,
HDR.
Is that the shower? I think that's the shower.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's time.
I don't think you can hear it.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think you can hear it on here.
Oh, if you can't hear it, then good. But that's the shower in the background. So that means it's time to go soon. But Valhalla, I want to play as well.
Okay.
Which for PS5.
Which comes, yeah.
And Watch Dogs Legions.
Yeah, you know that's too much.
It is too much, but at the same time, I was playing Watch Dogs 2, and I'll finish. This is my last thought.
Wait, have you played Last of Us yet?
No. But I went to replay Watch Dogs 2. I don't like the controller scheme that much actually in Watch Dogs 2. Yeah. So I'm like, I don't know if I want to get Legion at the same time. You
need to play Last of Us more.
I'm good.
Why?
I'm good. I don't want to play. I have no urge right now.
Dude, that's a game that you can actually complete though.
I'm good right now.
Because that's actually because I do agree with Edgar and Adriel again. Dude, that game is exactly a film.
Yeah.
And it's worth it. Kind of like Uncharted.
Okay, I'll think about it.
Yeah, dude, it's worth it. I'm telling you that right now. There's already 3 people vouching for it.
Well, Edgar didn't vouch for it. I think Adriel vouched for it more than Edgar.
No, he didn't vouch for the second game. Yeah. He vouched for the first game. The first game is phenomenal.
Okay. All right.
The second game I haven't finished it yet. I have it, but like I haven't really played it actually yet. No, it's because I have too many games right now.
Yeah, I haven't really played any video games lately though.
Like Ghost of Tsushima, I haven't even finished either.
I haven't touched that game in a while actually.
Yeah. I heard there's a multiplayer now though.
Yeah, there is. I watched the announcement, and also there's also Assassin's Creed playable character in Watch Dogs Legion.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too.
All right.
I can't wait for Cyberpunk.
Then we shall end the show, sir. So
all right.
Everyone listening, thank you for listening. Godspeed and God bless you and all that good stuff. And have a great day. Have a great week. Have a month. Have a great month. Have a great year. We'll hopefully catch you next Wednesday for Chasing the Frame. But monthly, the vlogcast is where it's at, where we bullshit and chat about things.
And fun.
So that is
next episode real quick.
Yes.
Before we leave. What is, do you know what the next episode is?
No, because it's on my hard drive.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know exactly who it is. And I totally blanked out. Actually, I did that before you came. So, I don't know.
Tune in this Wednesday.
Just, you know what? Just do this. Subscribe to the podcast through Apple Podcast. Follow it on Spotify. It's on Google Podcasts now, Mark.
Give us a rating, by the way.
On Podchaser.
Yeah, on Podchaser and Apple Podcasts if you can.
So, by the way, I don't know if you heard me. Google Podcasts are on.
No way.
Yeah, because I went to.
How long did that take?
I played it on my Google Home Mini, which you can play. Any podcast off your Google Home Mini or your Alexa. We're on those as well. We're also on iHeartRadio. We're on Stitcher. We're on Overcast. We're on you name it. We're on it.
Yep.
You'll find us anywhere.
Official.
And follow us, please, guys. Like us on Facebook. Subscribe to YouTube. These things are very vital and important. It helps us ranking. It helps getting our name out there more. Also, I'm going to call this now the Chase to 100. So, what the Chase to 100, I just thought about this today. The Chase to 100 is, I want to get at least 3 episodes at 100 plays.
Oh, wow.
So,
it's crazy?
Yeah.
Otaku's at 200 and...
25?
No, but 213.
I was close. I called 225.
Yeah, the newest episode of Otaku IRL. If you're a anime fan or you like cosplayers and stuff like that, we had 3 pretty famous cosplayers on our podcast. The newest one, dude, we have 213 plays so far, and that was within 5 days.
That's awesome.
That's crazy, dude. That's the most we've ever had.
I know that you beat all my records already. So
I was like, wow, dude.
So Chase to 100. Mark has 77 views or listens, I should say, for his episode. Janaea Kaufman with 64, I think.
The hell?
And then
why are you listening to me? That was a terrible episode, guys.
And then I don't know who the next one is under that, but again, the Chase to 100. I want to get every episode at 100 somehow.
Listen to Ryan Conley. That was a great one.
Even Hassani was great.
Yeah, Hassani.
Vin DeSanti. Everyone who's been on this podcast has been wonderful, has been great, and I love learning about everyone and learning their stories. And that's the most important thing, is that again, the Chasing the Frame podcast, I know I'm saying like we're going to finish, but the Chasing the Frame podcast is about inspiring people. It's about learning who these people are in our community and even not in our community, and learning about their story, about how they are getting to where they are and how they're, doing it. And then on top of that too, like anyone who's listening, the filmmakers of tomorrow, the filmmakers of today can hear these people's stories and go, I am like them as well, and I can do this too. And that is Chasing the Frame, guys.
Yep.
And that's the reason why we do this, and that's the reason why I love this show. And I love meeting new people, and I love hearing the stories. And again, guys, subscribe to the podcast because if you find out every Wednesday, we drop this consistently. We've been the most consistent thing. I think this has been the most consistent thing I ever done. I always say this all the time. I ever done my whole life. And B, I think it's the most consistent thing I've seen in a COVID America in the Las Vegas film community as well, too.
Yeah,
on a weekly basis.
So
I throw down the gauntlet to anyone who wants to challenge me on that. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm going full force. I don't give a fuck. So, but that's it, guys. That's on my end. Mark, anything else last minute?
Nope, that's pretty much it. So I guess this is it. Thank you, guys. We're almost done.
We are done.
Oh, look at that.
That's time.
It's almost done.
No, it's done. It's done.
No, it's
done. All right.
All right, that's it for the podcast. Later.
An hour and 50 later. Bye.